Hi everybody. Thanks for coming for Knitting Universe. My name is Eun-young, and today is February 26th of Saturday. I just finished my working here in Yarn Store, and I decided to do the podcasting here today because my FO is in the shop. So welcome. This is my second episode, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. So first thing first, what I'm wearing here is, I forgot the name of the pattern, but I remember the designer Scandinavian Knits, and I'll put down the name of the pattern and also the yarn that I used. My first episode today is Treysta. I think I showed you last month's episode that I started this sweater. It's made out of with Lettlopi yarn, Lettlopi worsted weight. I love it. I love the color combination. I love the pattern. It fits me perfectly. So I love it. So because of my size, I need the smallest size. I don't want to go down too farther on the sleeve separation. So I skipped the last color work part. Yeah, if you go and see the pattern page, there is more here, but I skip it. And I also skip the bottom color work here. So this one doesn't have anything, this area, but there is a color work section on the bottom. I just skip it because it's simple, and yeah, I do like this way better. So think I used black heather as a main color and 3 different color for the color work section. Yeah, I do love it. And my second finished object is a vest. It's called VInger. I'll put down the pattern name and the yarn that I use. I'll just flip this camera a little bit over so you can see this on the mannequin here. So this is the sweater. I used 3 skeins. I knit the smallest size, and I pretty much used this exact pattern. I didn't do anything differently. And the pattern is called the VInger or VInger, V-I-N-G-R. I'll put down the name of the pattern and also the yarn that I use. This is Woolfolk yarn, Flette bulky weight, and this is so cozy. Yeah, I didn't do anything special for the pattern, and I just follow it. But the pattern says I need 4 skein for the smaller size, but I used 3 skein. I think I used about 284, 85, something like that. So yeah, and I didn't do the gauge swatch, and I know this kind of yarn is not easy to measure it. It's hard to see each stitches, but it's stockinette, but I just go for it. So I did the smallest size, and it fits me perfectly fine. My third sweater that I didn't finish, it is whip, and I don't know when to start. I'm gonna start right I'm going to start as soon as possible after this podcast. I'm going to add a picture. It's Shifty by Andrea Mowry. And I knit this for about 10 days or so. I was trying to knit around size 38 bust as finished sweater, and I should swatch it. But I just want to jump on it, and I thought the gauge is right. I know the row gauge is fine, but the stitch gauge is way off. I'm using a different yarn. I didn't use the spin cycle yarn that designer actually used. So I did use sport weight yarn, and I thought I'm gonna get the gauge right, but then it didn't. It's huge. So I decided not to carry on, even though I'm more than halfway through, because I do love the colorway and I do love the style of the sweater. So yeah, I'm going to unravel the whole thing, pretty much almost everything, at least sleeves, and then because my body is too big, I need to go down all the way, probably right here. Like, first increase will be the same, so probably as much as I can. I'm going to start. I did the math and I decided to knit the first size because my gauge is pretty big. It's like 6 stitches difference in a 4-inch square. My row gauge is perfect. It doesn't really grow because it's 40 rows per 4 inches, so it's like 10 row. You need to knit 10 rows to get 1 inch. So my arm is hurt. My arm is still hurt because I was starting like middle of February, and I wanted to finish it in 2 weeks. Why? I don't know why. I just do it, and I want that sweater to be done, but so I let it go. I didn't unravel it yet because I want to take a photo. I took a photo yesterday, so I'm going to start unraveling soon so I can start as fast as I can. So because I'm almost the end of the month and I don't have any other project, I actually started a project, but it's a shawl and it grows like 2 inches. So I'll show you next time. But because I have a couple days that I don't have any projects, but I don't think I could start and finish the sock, so I make a slipper. I make a couple crochet slipper. It was so rewarding. I did make 3 slippers, crochet slippers. This is number 1. I did double crochet, fingering weight held double. I didn't like this yarn, so it was staying there for I think good 10 years, and I didn't want to make a sock with that fingering weight. This is what is that called? Socks That Rock brand. It's pretty sturdy yarn to touch. I held double and used 3.75 millimeter hook, and it was pretty quick. I use, I think, 2/3 of skein, and this is a nicer side, and this has like little seam looking going on because it's I crochet in the round, and then this is the beginning of and beginning and end of the round, so I can see this side, but this side looks nice and it fits perfectly. And the second one, I had this Hedgehog Fibres Sock yarn, same shape, but the gauge is a little bit different. So I held triple and use size 3.5mm hook. So this side you don't see, it's a nicer side, yes, but this has a little bit of circle joining going on. I don't know, I don't have to do that. I can just knit without beginning of the round, I think. Yeah, so it fits perfectly. It's so cute. It's just so cute. Okay, and then I knit another, but this one I used single crochet instead of double crochet because I like the density of the fabric. So compared to the double crochet slipper, so when you open it, I don't think so, but it has a little bit of gap. It fits nicely though. Yeah, I think sock and slipper you should knit in a denser gauge. That wears well, pretty good, rather than loose crochet or knitting. It wears out quickly. So this is the single crochet one. And this one I didn't join in the round. I did join in the round, but I didn't do a beginning and end. So there's no like seam looking thing going across the foot. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You can just, you know how to start in the round and here, and you don't do as quickly to increase, otherwise it's just going to be bunch up. The shape of the foot is not that, so you do different increase, and then you just keep working in the round this way, and when you get a good length of your top of the foot, like it covers the whole thing. It depends on if you don't like the fabric on top of your foot, you can just cut it down like here and then start working back and front, right side and front side, back and forth. And once you go here, you can decrease in the center. You crochet and then decrease on either side, and then crochet just regularly, and then yeah, and then you just kind of join in either side, and then sew up here, and then pick up stitches and do single crochet around the opening. Yeah, this, you can see this is pretty dense fabric. Yeah, I do love it. I do love it, and it's quick, and you know, when you knit a sock, it takes a while. You're using very small needle, and to grow the 2 inch, it goes pretty slow compared to this. This is doubled. I don't know about this yarn. This is GGH. I grabbed this yarn from somebody's like sale, like garage sale, but I think the color's good, and yeah, a pair of socks, it would be hardy. it is very similar to it's 75-25. It's very similar to Patton's Crow's Patton's Crowley, right? But it's a little bit less heavier. But it's, yeah, I think I use 3.75 and do the single crochet, so it's really dense. Yeah. Okay, so I have, like, I love these. I have 3 pairs of slippers. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Okay, for the work in progress whip, because I didn't have anything and I don't like the stage that I don't have anything, so I start making a sweater with my scrap yarn. I'll show you quickly and explain it. Okay, it's kind of, yeah, my yarn, there's a lot of fabric in small needle. It's 32-inch needle, but I did complete increase. So this is striped sweater. I don't know how to show you. Oh, okay, this is like striped sweater that I'm knitting with my scraps. So I completed, how many color? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 started. And I completed the increasing part. It's a yoke sweater, so I'm starting with this gray color again, and pretty much I think this will be the last color, or I'm going to join the new color, and halfway I'm going to split the sleeves. I had this gray on. It's Haiku Kenzie. It's a DK weight, and I had 4 skein of this, and I have 2 skein of black, same yarn, and I had this Rowan cashmere tweed. I have like 3 balls of this color, of 2 of this color, and like almost dark black, 1 of the skein. This is like 25 gram. It's like 90 something, 96 yards or something like that. And this one is also DK weight. It's 167 yards in, I think, in 50 gram. So what happened was I had this gray 4 skein. I bought it very long ago, and I do love this kind of tweedy gray. I don't know if it's a true color. Yeah, tweedy gray, without thinking what I'm going to make. And this is discontinued color. This yarn is not discontinued, but this color is. So I couldn't get this color anymore. And it was in my stash for a while. And then I was trying to make a hat with this black. So I bought 2 skein, but that hat didn't work out. So I take it out, so it is still in my stash. So I was thinking 4 of this and 2 of this, that doesn't make a whole sweater quantity. But then I realized that I have this yarn, like 3 skeins. So I incorporated all the yarn to make a sweater. It's very similar to Andrea Mowry's stripes, but I don't use the pattern. I did math according to the pattern that I was working on, the Shifty sweater. the gauge is totally different, but I'm using that formula to create the length of the sweater before the sleeve separation, and the increase based on my gauge, I increase in a certain spot. So I'm going to see if it works well with my gauge. I think it will be fine. Always I'm afraid to put multicolors in one sweater. I never knit any multicolor like stripe kind of sweater before, so that's mostly that I'm worried about. It's not like it's not gonna fit. It's going to fit. It's the matter of if I like it or not. So it's a yoke sweater, so increase happens all around, and I did short row on the back side, so it has more gray here, and this is a little bit of bluish gray. I do love it. It has like colors like this bright blue and lavender and all that. Yeah, so because I have more gray, I'm doing gray color, gray color, gray color in that sequence. So after this black, I'm gonna use this gray here, and then use different black tweedy kind of things, silk tweeds, cashmere tweed, rowan yarn, and then going back to here, and then this color. So there will be more gray, but I don't know if I'm going to run out of that gray. But if that's the case, I'm gonna just use whatever I have and try to make the sweater to fit on my body. It's just going to be stash busting project, and I think this neutral color, it might work, because I'm really not good with putting lovely colors together. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, so that is my whip. I didn't bring any like future project yarn, but I have something in mind. So even though I didn't bring my future project March sweater project yarn here, I bought quite a lot of yarn this month. I don't know why. I got so much inspiration. So because I love the Lettlopi sweater, the Colorwork sweater, I thought I'm going to put this ear is the Colorwork sweater ear. So every month I'm going to make Colorwork sweater. So I bought some Lopi yarn, Lettlopi worsted weight yarn, to make another sweater. And I had so much yarn that I wanted to make sweater of. Like it's like crazy. And it's not possible for me to knit all the sweater that I want to knit in 1 year. So I don't want to burn out, though I just have this crazy idea of sweater knitting project. And so I list all the Colorwork sweater that I want to knit, and then I spread it out by months so it's workable. So I'm pretty much going to knit this one Lettlopi sweater called Florarium. It's 2-color color work. I'm going to post a photo here so you can see it. I choose exact same color. It's like light green with like dark burnt orange color as accent color. So I'm gonna put the name of the sweater and then photo so you know what I'm going to make next time. So the funny thing is, Lopi sweater that I knit this month, the Treysta, U size 7, and it is like 18 stitch gauge, but the same yarn that I'm going to use for sweater on March, which is Florarium. That one used the same needle, size 7, but it has gauge of 16. So I'm just wondering, maybe I should swatch with size 8. I don't know. I'm probably going to make the very smallest size. I think it's 39 inches for the finished object size. It can be a little bit smaller. So I'm wondering why there is a different gauge. I don't think there is any stitch thing, any like pattern that it's a stockinette, but the coloring part is much simpler compared to Treysta pattern. So I'm going to see how it work out. And two more sweater that I am planning to knit is Flaum, Flaum. It's been a while and I wanted to knit this for a while, but one day, I think it's 2 weeks ago or it might be last week, I got an idea when I see this yarn. It's Lang. I saw this yarn many times, but all of a sudden when I see this one, it's a Lang Malou light, Malou right, in this exact color. It's kind of blown out. It's a little bit darker than this. When I see this color, the first thing that I was thinking about was Flaum. So I bought 5 skein here and going to make this Flaum sweater. And I swatched it already and I just need to start it, but I have a lot of things in my hand, so I'm gonna finish that first. And the third sweater that I'm planning to make is called Bransche, Bramsche. It's a cardigan, and I had made a vest with Cascade 220, so I'm going to start making this sweater with the spun right round the mohair held together, and I got the gauge perfect with size 7 needle with 16 stitch gauge, so that's like, that will work. I don't know, I think this one will go after the Shifty sweater because it's less yardage and it will go faster, so I'm going to start with this first after Shifty, and then working with the Lopi sweater, and then if I have time I'm gonna do the Flaum sweater. So that's my plan for March, but I don't know if it's going to be, but I don't care that much that I'm going to finish everything. I just need a plan every month, so it's just, if I have planned that it goes easier instead of like blank after finishing one project and I don't know what to do and looking for the Ravelry, and it takes time to planning something ahead of time so you don't stop, you don't have those gap in between the sweater. After I finish something I start right away the new one. I don't know, I am doing this like work, but fun. I don't complain. So that is all that. And acquisition, I'm not going to do the acquisition, probably not. This month was crazy. I bought 2 sweater worth of Lettlopi yarn, and I bought this Flaum sweater yarn quantity, and you know, it just, I don't know, it just kind of too much. In this this happens without plan, but my yarn store just got this yarn, and you know, it immediately I want to knit something, so it happened. So I was watching my first episode where I'm editing and everything, and there is so much thing I need to learn. I am able to edit my video and put some thumbnails in front and all that, and I don't know how to put music in, you know. I was searching through the web, and there is a way, but I'm trying to use my podcast editing in iPad, and iPad doesn't give that much option for me to play the music. I don't know, maybe I don't know it well, or maybe like it's not possible. So I should use my computer to add my music. So I don't know if it's going to happen soon or not. I'm going to see. But this podcast is going to be more progressive podcast. I just wanted to start with it and then see how it goes and how to improve my skill and everything. Because if I don't, then I'm not going to start soon as I wanted, and I can't do this in a perfect way from the beginning. I need some room to improvement. I know it's not like I want to be a podcaster, popular podcaster, or not like that. It's more like I want to do something else. I've been knitting for a very, very much good years, and I've been working in this yarn shop for almost 4 years, and I just need to do something else that I haven't done. And I love to watch podcasts. Why not? I should start and communicate with other people, and that's why I'm studying. But I need a lot of work to learn, to do things, because you know, if people don't watch it, there is no point for me to do it. Is it? I don't know. I still love doing it. It's just I'm not used to this, so sometimes I get like I don't know what to say. So sometimes I think I watch a lot of podcaster that has 2 people in it, because then the conversation is going, and you don't have anything all of a sudden that you don't have anything to say. But for me, because right now I'm looking at myself, and it's I don't know, sometimes like my mind is blank and don't say anything at a certain moment and can't find the word. And I try to write something, like not like word to word, but like finish object, this name and this yarn and everything, and I write it in the note, and I don't really look at it last time, and then my eyes going down, and the other time I put it behind the camera and I was looking up like that, and it's just doesn't look natural. So today I don't have anything, so sometimes I don't remember the pattern name and then who's the designer and what yarn exactly, but then I can add those in the down below or on the screen later. I can do that. So yeah, I don't want it to be too stressed about what I'm doing. Just I want to do it whenever I have time. And today I just, after work, it's quiet in the store, and I just wanted to do it here. My FO is all in the shop and all that, so I don't have any like yarn that I bought. it's not just going to be the main thing. I'm going to focus what I'm knitting, what I knit each month. That's my point. So maybe next time I'm going to show you how I'm organizing my FO. I always write it down, the list of the things that I finished, and then how much yarn I used and everything. I usually don't keep up with Ravelry. It's just, I don't know, I could do it, and sometimes I feel like I want to do it, and I put a lot of project there, but I don't at certain time. I'm more diligent about Instagram. Instagram is mainly for me to track out what I knit, all the information of yarn and pattern, and I put all the project that I finished there. So it's more convenient for me to, like, what was that sweater that I knit last month or like last year? Then I can go to my Instagram instead of Ravelry. And I got so much inspiration from Instagram. That's the reason that I'm doing Instagram. I'm not really good at communicating with other people. If you want to get more followers, then you have to go to other people's Instagram and comment it, and you have to be very diligent about it, but I'm not really good at those. So this is the only communication with the knitters here in the podcast. And secondly, I don't put any makeup here, and I usually wear contact, but sometimes I just wear glasses, and I don't know, I think it's last March that I cut my hair, and see, I'm very low maintenance. So when I see myself in the camera, in the screen, it's very odd, and I'm not I never done this before, so my expression and my face, I don't really smile, and I kind of understand how my face look with other people's eye. I never think of that, and I'm not a person who wanted to be taken photo often. I just don't do it. So I kind of think I should improve my expression better and smile more and all that. So it's realization for me doing this podcast, seeing myself talking and expressing my emotion and communicating. I'm going to try better and more. And look at that, this glass with the lighting. There's a circle here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to prepare so much to do the podcast because my hair is not really looking good, and I want to cut my hair a little bit and all that, and just wanted to be out there. And I realized last podcast I didn't say my name. My name is Eunyoung, and I was born in Korea, South Korea. And I just want to mention quickly this. It's a funny thing. A lot of people ask me if I said I'm from Korea, like which part of Korea, South Korea or North Korea? I never seen anybody from North Korea, so yeah, just don't understand. Of course it's South Korea, of course. And I was here when I was 18, so it's been a very long time. I live here in America. I used to live in the east part of the United States, and now I live more years here in California, Northern California, in Sonoma County. And I kind of miss winter. I know it's still cold here. Like this week is crazy. I know everywhere else is having a storm and crazy weather, but it's not like here. But it's below 20, below 33, 32. 32 is the freezing temperature. Like today was 24. 24. Like under 30. I don't think I never see that number since I'm here in California. Like how long? Since 2003. It's almost 20 years. I never seen that number. It's really cold, unexpectedly cold weather continuing, like unexpectedly high temperature, like in 2 weeks before, like almost 80s. So yeah, this world going nuts, and then the war happening, you know, it's just, I don't understand people doing that, and the weather, and also so what I'm trying to say, I was trying to say my name, Eunyoung, and I'm working this yarn shop called Cast Away. It's in Santa Rosa, California. So if you want to Google it, we do have a website, castaway.yarnshop.com. If you want to shop here, I just want to promote. We do have a very large store. Maybe one day I'm going to tour out the store if you are interested in. So make sure, if you want to add some comment here, and if you want to see something, just let me know, because I don't know what you guys want to see. Rather than my project and yarn shopping and everything, probably I'm gonna add some mini episode. I have some idea of mini episode. Like last time I put my love note sweater, and I'm going to add one other that I'm planning, that I'm going to fix sweater. I'm cutting the length of the body. I'm going to post it here, and I'm going to review my interchangeable set or something, because I have two, actually three, but one doesn't really used. I have interchangeable set. I'm trying to get another because there is a new one out here. It's made out of copper. It's from Brigg, and I'm really tempted, and I'm trying to see what kind of needle that I need. I have a lot of fixed circular needle, and I have like most of the size and most of the lengths, but I'm constantly buying the new needle because I think I miss here and there that I really used. And yeah, probably I'm gonna do like interchangeable knitting set review, and probably I'm gonna do some Stitches West. If I can record something, that would be cool, but I'm kind of shy. I don't know if I'm going to do that. So that's one other option. It's coming Friday, so, or maybe just haul what I bought. But I don't really buy a lot of stuff, but I buy things that I don't really think previously. So let's see, this week will be very busy, and that's it, I think. Okay, thanks for coming today, and I hope you enjoy my podcast today, and see you next time. Bye.